back and I ask her simple things, she actually gives a lot more than I've asked her for. So I was telling Lubna the other day that she spelled ostrich one of these days. I mean, which 4.5-year-old spells ostrich?
Not only from my family members, from my relatives and my friends, because they know how Karthik grows and they see a tremendous change in him. Even today morning actually my father was telling me that okay, there is a tremendous change in his. One good example is normally whatever the toys which he plays at home before he comes to school, meaning in the month, before he joined this this school, all his toys will be like after he plays, it will be like at the same place, meaning he doesn't even arrange it, but now he takes each and every pieces of building blocks, puts it in a box and he arranges it. So that is something which I see one change. And second thing is logically he thinks. Actually there is one good example which I can give. I think he learned about shapes, circle, square, triangle. And one thing which I liked is the moment he saw a clock, wall clock which is round, he said circle. So I felt okay, he is applying. So that's what I want. Whatever he learns, anyone can learn, but again, applying it to the real world is very important, what I feel. And he applied it, and that moment, that particular thing kind of really I felt very happy. Okay, so I should give kudos to the methodology and the teacher and the staff, everyone from the ILM.
She is like disciplined now. She takes toys, and earlier she will talk, we have to keep it back. These days if we tell don't do that, and she will take this and put it back. She is happy coming to school and all.
After coming here, she was very happy because she has lots of friends, and also the teachers are also like friends only here. And she likes even coming here. Now we can see some differences in eating, playing and all. That also even we are also happy in that way.
We have seen quite a lot of improvement. His way of seeing things is changed. He's before we tell him something, he already knows it. In fact, he comes and tells us certain things that has to be that this is how it is and that is how it is. So when we are learning things from him, so it's a new experience. It's something nice. It's really nice. See, nowadays kids are very smart. So when it comes to doing things, so everybody is a little excited. Seeing him do something different, something out of the way, that's nice. It's a good feeling, when we are happy to see something like that.
Yeah, he's definitely enjoying. He's also learning quite a few things. He starts counting things, whatever he sees in numbers, vehicles standing in numbers, he starts counting. You tell him something about the bread, he starts murmuring slice, slice, slice. So we get to know that he's learning something at school. Yeah, one thing we have noticed is whatever he takes from somewhere, he says that I was taught at school that I should put it back in the same place. And whatever he wants to do, he says, I'm doing this, I want to do this. When we ask him not to do that, he says, just give me 5 minutes, 10 minutes, I'll finish this and then I'll do what you want me to do.
Actually, her changes are like tremendous. Not even like as a parent, we see the small changes as well, but even the strangers, I mean like my cousins, whoever come home, they're like, what happened? What have you done? Like she's so social, she comes, she talks, and she's last weekend I went for a wedding, so everybody was like really surprised. How come she's like, on her own? She never used to go to my neighbors. She never used to go to my mom, which is like, very surprising because my mom is very good with kids. So that's a major change. And small things like, she comes home and she, touches the surface and says it's rough and smooth. That was the best part of my, throughout this thing. Because a small child of 1.5-year-old recognizing the surface and, saying things like that. And she's more independent and social. And the best thing is going to the park and going to school comes at the same.
Definitely a lot of changes. For example, earlier he never used to get up, he used to sleep till 10, 11. But nowadays, once he has started coming to ILM, I just go to my prayers, come back and sleep. He comes back and wakes me up around 6 o'clock telling, Papa, chalo, late ho gaya, school start ho jai. That is a tremendous change in him. He has become more independent than what he was earlier. He sits, he takes his lunch, his breakfast, everything on his own. He never allows anyone to touch his things. There's a lot of difference and a lot of improvement in him. We are very much happy to see that, because we both are doctors and we are always with patients. So we have no time to give them. We can see their independence. They are coming out with their own thing. All the three, and in fact, Gibran, he is not even 3 now. He has learned doing all his own things.
She loves coming here. I don't even have to spend 5 minutes trying to wake her up. She gets pretty upset if I tell her that you're not going to school on a particular day. She loves it. She really loves it.
I mean, now I could see is not like a small child, I said, chalo beta, siklo. It's not like that, She says, you teach me or I teach you. It's on both sides.
Okay, so first thing is he has become very organized. All the things that he plays at home, he puts it back without me reminding him. And the other thing is behavior with the other kids. He is the younger one, so I thought he would be very aggressive. But no, he has got along very well with the kids, and his eating manners, he has been very neat, and he's finishing everything on time. And I think he's begun loving school.
Whatever he is learning here, he tries to apply at home also. Like he'll be counting all the things. Before and all, it was a bit difficult for me to feed him. Now he likes to sit on the table and he is eating with his brother and all. So I think he learnt it from the school, this one. He likes to eat with everyone.
Yeah, every day he comes back with something new. He tells me something new he's learned. And there are many things he learns in school which even I don't know about them. He comes and teaches me. In fact, there are many poems which I've been telling the faculty that I've never heard of them, but he does come and teach me.
From the very first month onwards, we could see changes in Anaira, right? She was more responsive when people used to come. She used to say small things like hi, and she says small things like bye, which she should never do earlier on. She used to smile at strangers. And the best part was that recently I've been observing for the past 2-3 weeks, she has also been more or less toilet trained. Initially, she used to feel uncomfortable. If we never used to put a diaper on, she used to feel very uncomfortable. So she was on diaper 24/7. That is how she was. But now she roams around without a diaper. She goes to, when she wants to go to the toilet, she tells my wife, and my wife takes her. And all that, I give full credit to the ILM team for, bringing about this transformation in her. And and the best part what I have seen in her is that she's becoming more and more inquisitive, right? She's more and more aligned towards books now. She picks up books and she makes all sorts of sounds. Although she might not be able to communicate, she's able to say elephant, or she's able to say cow, or she's able to say this thing. And she picks up a pen and she starts drawing things, and I can see that, I can see that transformation happening in her, and I feel very, very happy and very, very satisfied as a father that, my child, my second child is on the right track, is with safe hands, is with experienced people who are definitely going to transform her into being a better human being. So that really comforts both of us at the end of the day and brings a smile on my face. Of course, I come back home of our office after having a tiring schedule. I just walk in home, I look at her and I see her do these small things, right? I mean, it might be insignificant, but definitely, that brings a smile on my face, and my day is made. So thanks to the guys over here who have done that.